So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jeffrey Simmons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now it's Wilson. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Set. 15, line it. 15 line. Yeah. Get ready.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But that man, Derrick Henry, boy, was he one of the stories of the postseason. Leading rusher in the NFL during the regular season, but even then, kind of under the radar. But he really showed America how valuable he was during that Titans postseason run. A 3-game stretch starting with Week 17. Charles, 2-11 against Houston, 182 versus the Pats, and 195 in Baltimore.
And what I think is surprising for people is, as you said, he was under the radar. But if you go back 2 seasons when they had a little bit of playoff success, remember when they won in Kansas City? People remember the play where Marcus Mariota got the ball batted back to him. What they may have forgotten was Derrick Henry shredding the Kansas City defense with well over 100 yards in that game. So in playoff time, when he plays big, which he normally does, Tennessee tends to have success. That's the kind of back that they have in Derrick Henry.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Let's make these babies cry.
Now a first carry for their fullback. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
280. Watch it, no gain on this defense, no gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Down. 60 on. Hey, lock it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up. Hey, Sam on. Put that.
A first down carry for Henry. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Look at me. Go, defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, boys, let's go.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Tennessee.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. No score after one on EA Sports.
Set, ready? 10 logo.
Quit talking about it. And bring it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check 15, check 15.
Check 24, check 24.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Let's go, let's go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Topper!
Show it.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill. Check.
Go.
On second down now. It's Henry, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points over. They've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Now a give, running right is Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Throwing is Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Tannehill. And he hits the running back, Dion Lewis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Bang, 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 bang. Under 10, under 10. 2 draw corkers. Deuce, bam, bam. 6. Let's go.
Derrick Henry.
Check one.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Go out. No. Check 52. Check down.
They'll run on first down. Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a big run there by Henry. 46 yards. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 13 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Suckup for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Titans 17.
Joseph now to kick this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
54
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's been a long day for you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, end result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And the return will stop right around the 25. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD, for Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better, but the bottom line is the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Let's go. 30 base. Line 54. And come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start the drive with Lynch. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
55. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
They run. Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 31-yard line.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
3 down. 14.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson is complete to Lockett. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Myers winds up yanking it. This is no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Tannehill now to throw. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. On 3rd down, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Check 55.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Lynch. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
One last shot for Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish.